it's a good sign that the campaign is becoming successful. That now physicians and diabetologists are saying that it can be reversed, and that's a good news. That if your doctors tell you it can be reversed, then naturally you will also try in that direction. So I had many discussions with doctors, physicians and diabetologists. I said, we don't have to fight with each other. This is a public health campaign. It is not a customized one-to-one treatment session. It's a public health campaign. So there is always a difference between public health and individual medicine. Here we don't tell you to eat 1.5 chapati. Here we give you principles that eat healthy, reduce sweets, increase proteins. That can be told. But how much protein to eat, how many eggs, that we don't tell you. And if it can help 50% of the population in the world, then we are going to reduce millions of patients of diabetes in the world. And then we say, our lifetime job is done. If you can do that, if you can succeed in that. So as I said, that physicians, what they should do, if they get uncontrolled diabetes, 5 patients, try it. Newly diagnosed, take 5 patients, try it. If you get benefit, make it your practice. We require diabetologists, we require fitness experts, we require dietitians. Everybody has got a role to play in all this. It's not that one this or this. No. Everybody should complement each other. Then only the World Free of Obesity and Diabetes campaign can be successful. That is my take on this. What do I expect from you? Don't believe me, believe yourself. If you feel that what I told you, there is a science behind it, there is a logic, then experiment on yourself for 3 months. I want 90 days from your life, only 90 days. Practice it. Nobody on the earth has lost weight because of thinking about anything. That's our problem. We are all thinkers. You go on thinking that somebody has said this, somebody has said that, but what is it use? Unless and until you do it yourself, nothing is going to happen. So do it for 3 months. What harm can be there? There can be no harm. I am not telling you to reduce what you are eating. I am not telling you to change the food items. So variety is same, quantity is same. Only thing, divide into 2 parts and eat. That's what I am saying. Despite that also you lose weight. Despite that also, because your insulin will go down, you will start losing weight. And if you get result, then join the campaign. Become a part of this campaign and spread it. Help in our research. You can donate money for the trust. We don't have FCRA, so we cannot take in dollars and checks and all. But we will get ATG, so your Indian relatives from their Indian banks can donate us by this. That there is the account of Adore. And how you can join the campaign? This is the email that I specifically developed for people from USA. USA@adoretrust.org. So what you should do, you should send an email saying that I am so and so from Houston, I want to join the campaign. What will happen? Our coordinator, who will be answering your email, will tell you to go for HbA1c and something like that. Once the report is there, she will also give you one WhatsApp number. So you have to send your report on that number. And then what will happen? The coordinator will give you a diet plan message. Now whatever lecture I have given you, we have converted it into a diet plan message. There are messages for weight loss, pre-diabetes and diabetes. The message is available in English, Hindi, Marathi, Kannada, Gujarati, German. These are languages in which it is available. Soon it will be available in 26 languages. So what is the use of a diet plan message is, because in the lecture, you heard the lecture, but you may forget 1 or 2 things. It's natural. But diet plan message is a ready reckoner. You have to follow it word by word. Means what? If I have said that you can take black tea, don't ask me whether you can take black coffee. As simple as that. You follow it word by word. Every day you will get a success story. Somebody lost weight, somebody became non-diabetic. So you will be motivated. Because what happens, your environment may not be very friendly for you. They may be puncturing you all the time. So once you are a part of a large family, you find there are people like you who are following the diet plan. So you get motivated all the time. You can ask your questions. Though there are so many groups, I am on all the groups. and none of the question is unanswered after 24 hours. We answer all questions within 24 hours. That's the commitment of the campaign. And there won't be any nuisance because of the WhatsApp group. Because we don't allow good morning, good night, RIP, flowers and flags and all. No messages of that sort. Once you put it, we give warning. Second time you are removed from the group. So, no nuisance. It will be all benefit to you. Now, my work is over. My job is over. Once I finish my lecture, I have given you everything that I knew, without keeping anything to me. But your job will start from tomorrow. You have to do it for 90 days yourself. And once you get the result, you have to join this campaign. Because this campaign is not of one person or 1,000 people. It is a campaign of all of us. Because we want to reach 700 crore people in the world. And it cannot be done by a single person. You have to do your job. If you get benefit, because you have got people who listen to you in your company, in your families. So you have to tell them. Once you get the result, you have to tell them. That's how the campaign is going. And that's what I expect from you. I wish all of you healthy life. I wish those who are having diabetes, I expect in next year the medicine should stop. I expect all of you to join this campaign in large numbers. I again thank Sunita, Rajesh and all the team that they have helped to organize this lecture. And after this lecture you can ask questions also, there is no problem. So I thank you all for your patient hearing, and I know you understood the concept, very important. So that you will follow it and you will spread the message to others. With that expectation, I will conclude. Thank you very much. You are taking questions.
Yes. So we'll take some questions and we'll give you the microphone and you can ask the question. Raise your hand so we know where you are seated. And if you have to leave, you can please quietly leave so the session continues this point forward.
I am showing one of the success stories. By the time people starting to ask questions, this is Mr. Vedukar.
City in Nashik, India. Since 2002, I am suffering from diabetes. Since then, I was too busy and therefore I could not look after myself. I came across Dr. Shri Kanjiskar and later with Dr. Jagannath Dixit, whose videos on effortless weight loss and eliminating diabetes I have seen, and I started following Dr. Jagannath Dixit's method. As my HbA1c before 1 year was 10.23. As a statistician, I have measured my blood sugar at least for 10 times in a day. Before lunch, after lunch, before dinner, after dinner, before walk, after walk. I was walking for 5 kilometers every day. After 3 months, I could get the result from 10.33 to 6.4. Within first 12 days, it came down to 8.5 and I got a confidence and therefore I followed it. But in between I did so many experiments and research because I wanted to deal with myself rather than deal with anybody else. But the result of it was it gave me a lot of energy to work, and in last 1 year, the result of this is my HbA1c managed between 6.3 to 6.5. I got a lot of energy to write a book on Gandhi. In Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary. This is how I could concentrate on it and live it. I followed it with love and I was able to everybody before following and before trying to roughly how it lies and starts out before doing this, you were unsure about it. You also were very good. Thank you.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah.
My name is Ranjit Kamath, and I've been promoting your things for last 4 months. In December, my A1C was 8.5. Weight was about 198 pounds. And sometime in February, I got to see your video was done in Thane. I'm originally from Thane.
Okay.
That's the one in Marathi. And I said, that's the day that I'm going to start. I did not do any blood work. And I started doing on the Mahashivratri day.
Okay.
So for the dates, I remember sometime in March. In June, I checked my blood. 7.0, and my weight came 180 pounds. I had checked my weight in March, though it was about 192 pounds.
Good.
So now I'm going to tell you a couple of bad things about myself, which still help me against things that you said not to do, or you did not say should be doing. I cannot drink tea. I drink black coffee, and I continue doing that because I want to do something. I do not do anything other than that. I have 2-3 cups of half cups of black coffee, and of course water, and nothing else. Lunch and dinner. Dinner time, I have in 50 minutes. 1 or 2 glasses of wine along with my dinner and a sweet. So probably my progress is slow, but I want to live my life. So I just want to share with you, and
Thank you.
what I want to is, why not coffee? I would like to know, because it has not affected me.
Only reason is it secretes insulin. That's all. There's no other reason. So if you want to take coffee, you can take in 55 minutes, no problem.
No, but when I wake up in the morning until lunchtime, I need something.
Okay, you start with black tea if possible. No?
Tea I cannot, I tried all my life, I could not take.
Okay. If you are happy with this slow progress,
And
go
it
ahead.
is, the why thing is that it is still working on me.
Yeah, it is working, but probably if you would have stopped it, your HbA1c would have gone below 6.5.
But as you said, there's something that happened in 20 years. You don't want to remove it in 2-3 months, right? It's your work.
But you
So.
can think about it, how to do about it. You can,
Okay.
yeah.
It's not hurting me. It is helping slowly. That's why I just want to say.
Dr. Dixit, I want to say that I was very, very pleased to read your information, because I used to work for medical companies. For the last 35, 40 years, I worked in medical companies, genetic engineering companies, big companies like Baxter, Bristol, pricing for drugs and all that. So in general, I totally agree that you have gone to a different area, just like yoga, for example, Prime Minister Modi is promoting, which is very ancient Indian yoga. Similarly, I think you're saying, what is the consequence of what's happening in medicine and what should we do about it? And you're taking a different path, which I'm very, very impressed based on my knowledge of medicine, from a practical point of view. So now the question is, my one question I was asking today, I want to do this for the next 4 months. I'll let you know that.
Okay, thank you.
And including the way you mentioned take black tea. I used to use sugar should be on. 2-3 elements which are problematic in general in the US. People eat more quantity of food. Quantity of food is a big problem. So my question relates to everything tied together. Quantity of food, quality of food, and then the combination of vitamins, which I take a lot. For example, people take magnesium, B12, all these kinds of medicine at the hospital, all these medicines. The question is, do you recommend vitamins extra, or do you need vitamins as a component here? Second, the component quantity of food, and the third component is quality of food, because if you eat less good quality of food, that's the question, what quality of food should you eat, what quantity of food should you eat, less food, because some people say quantity of food is a problem. So even though everything is here, my question is, it does not break down a little more minutely in quality of food, quantity of food, and the third element, which is very critical, do we need vitamins? Like one of my cousins, a doctor, she said B12 is a very important element. My wife takes B12, and obviously take B12. Yeah, it's deficient. So deficiency in vitamins is a necessity as part of the plan.
Okay. Now coming to the last question first about vitamins. There are two schools. One school says that you should take supplements of vitamins, whether you get the deficiency symptoms or not, but you should take. That is one school. The other school says that you should take vitamins if you have got deficiency symptoms. I am from the second school. And if you get the symptoms, then you should definitely take. If it is B12, no other way than to take injection of vitamin B12. But without having any symptoms, without measuring your levels, it is not necessary to take supplement unnecessarily. That's my take on that. Because water-soluble vitamins will be washed out in urine, but fat-soluble vitamins will store in the body. They will cause toxic effects. So you have to be careful about taking supplements. That is one thing. Now about the quality and quantity of food. So general principle what you are saying is that, because as of now, when you start telling somebody eat twice, so what we are telling them is that you can continue eating whatever you were eating earlier, quantity and variety, only divide into two parts and eat, then also you lose weight. But now what happens automatically, without telling? Now suppose you are eating only twice, 2 meals, you won't go for a pizza actually. You won't go for a pani puri or a pav bhaji. You will go for good food naturally. That automatically happens. And the quantity of food also goes down automatically. Because if you eat more times, you will eat more food. It is but natural. If you twice, your intake will reduce by 10 to 20% automatically. The idea is to tell you eat healthy. We are not saying eat anything that you want, but eat healthy. That's the idea. That's what we are saying. We cannot go into the minute details of it because it is not a personalized, it's not a customized diet plan. It is a general principle which will help. Yeah.
I was trying to fill up.
Is this on?
Yes.
Yeah. I was trying to fill up the form for joining WhatsApp group. One of the questions is to enter the number for C-peptide.
Oh.
And you never mentioned anything about C-peptide.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice that you asked that question. Because what happens is, if somebody is taking insulin injections, then fasting insulin value has no meaning. In that case, we go for C-peptide. C-peptide is not for all. It is for only those diabetics who are taking insulin injections. Because what happens, when your insulin is secreted in the body, the pro-insulin will get divided into two parts. One is C-peptide, other is insulin. So to determine what is your intrinsic insulin, what is your body producing, we do C-peptide. In case of people who take insulin injection, not for all. So if you are taking insulin injection, then only C-peptide.
Yeah, but even if you take insulin here,
In USA, doctors don't prescribe,
Yeah.
and Medicare won't pay for it.
So we will settle on HbA1c for US people. That's our plan. Yes. Any other question?
I had a question. Sometimes I get upset stomach, so I eat lavang, that's it. Is that going
Yeah,
to...
close